So I added a confession prayer to my morning guru yoga, and that has helped a lot. I'm trying to reacclimate to a different state of mind now, a chemically induced state of mind, because I had to go get help. Um, they suggest that you meditate in a remote area. Those are not always available, and that doesn't mean that you can't try to use meditation in your daily life in the circumstances that you're in. It's just that you're going to have to make adjustments, and some of them might be that you have to combine methods. So I've been working with ignorance and working with past issues in which I spoke about things. I don't even know why these words came out of my mouth. When you just, I guess it was broken samayas, that I was in situations in which I didn't have the preparation, so when I went to hit the button that would play the recorded message was something bad. And my vase was accumulating the atoms, and when the atoms ran through my system, that it translated into my own thing. And when it did that, I said bad things about the Dharma. I said bad things about the Buddha. About different individuals. And this was a long time ago. So I've been reciting sutras. And that's one of the things. I reduced my chakra samvara practice in the evening, so that I just do the puja o agorade maga o traiko kala kahi, and I don't recite the names of all the bodhisattvas in the different areas. And I'm doing that. It's important to recite all their names. Just reciting their names, even if you can't follow along very well, and I'm following along better and better. It's just that I want to be able to do as much of the practice as clearly as possible. So I've had to remove the discs from my barbell back to what I can lift and get to the end without failure. And so I'm working on the offerings, being able to see the offering letters, offering syllables more clearly. That was the first instruction of my guru. And, I have to confess that, in my enthusiasm, I charged ahead and didn't do these things methodically. I think he knew I would not. But when I calmed down and remembered, I would recall to do this. Gradually, things are working out better. Some of the things that, like imagining the lights coming from the hum, filling my body, turning it into a crystal ball, and summoning the Chakra Samvara Mother and Father. It didn't work very well until I worked out the colors of the different wisdoms combined with the elements, and then I could imagine the colors coming from those specific places in the hum. And it's interesting in this one, the ah, which is white, becomes a hum, which is multicolored. And there are lots of things throughout this that give you doorways to translate Bon into Buddhism. And I got this as a Shakya practice. So, it's interesting to find these things. Because in Bon, you have the ah in your heart, and it's either white or clear. And sometimes when I'm doing things, I'll imagine things going back and forth, and when they destabilize, I restabilize it back into, because we did Longchenpa, and primarily. as the basis. So when we had to stabilize all the different methods, we stabilized them in Longchenpa. And so we do the Om Aham rather than the Aum Hum. And but I'm getting better at being able to switch back and forth and maintain some stability, some understanding. So while I still have a little bit of contentment with being ignorant, I am trying to push myself to do more, to talk about what the names of the things that I'm doing. I'm pretty good at clear light meditation, very good at it actually. As far as being good enough at it to go into it anytime, any place, and then come out of it anytime, any place. I'm not as good at, but if I got that kind of good, homelessness would be easier because I could sleep anywhere and not sleep anywhere. But I also see this as because we're having like an open house here for I don't know how long. I got somebody coming 2 to 3 days a week just to stand there, and that I am a bit homeless at the moment, that this is where I sit, but it's not necessarily my home. It's where my accumulation of things are. And homelessness isn't always literal in terms of you don't have a house, you don't have an address, you don't have someplace where your mail is sent. But it can mean that you have a detachment towards your possessions in your place, that there's a feeling of having a home that I really haven't felt in a very long time. And maybe I need to just accept, and it's a balancing act, because once you accept that, the abiding in homelessness would be abiding somewhere.